Assalamu Alaikum wa Rahmatullahi, Barakatuh. Insha'Allah, today we are going to finish together the Noon Sukun rules, and we are in lesson number 10, part number 4. So let us start. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Wa bis-salah ala Rasulillah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Last time, or the last times in lesson number 10, we already covered the rule of Izhar, which is showing the Noon Sukun and pronouncing it properly if one of the 6 letters of Izhar, the throat letters, came after the Noon Sukun or the Tanween. And we also mentioned the merging, Al-Idgham, and these are the letters of Idgham, Yarmalun. If they came after the Noon Sukun or the Tanween, then I will merge the Noon Sukun sound into these letters according to the rules that we already talked about, and please refer to the previous lessons. And today, insha'Allah, we are going to talk about the qalb of the Noon Sukun and the hiding of the Noon Sukun, which is Ikhfa. So let us start, and we start with qalb. If the letter ba came after the Noon Sukun, it is substituted with a meme letter. Let me just give you an example, and just let me show you how spontaneously it happens. If I have the word min, it's a preposition, it's a word, min, and I have the word ba'd. Ba'd means after, okay? Min, ba'd. If I connect them together, even if I'm in my everyday Egyptian language, if I want to pronounce these words, these 2 words together, I'm gonna say, instead of saying min ba'd, I'm gonna say mim ba'd. Try it, mim ba'd. It's easier than saying min ba'd. The letter ba and the letter mim both are pronounced from the same place, from the same makhraj, articulation. And this is what happens. It's easier to pronounce a mim than pronouncing a ba. So we say mim ba'd, but it is connected with a ghunna sound, because the ghunna, the mim letter and the noon letter both has a ghunna. Let us have a look at these examples. I have a tanween here, shahidun. This was supposed to be tanween with a dhamma, dhammatin, 2 dhammas. First dhamma, the original dhamma, the original movement, and then the second dhamma, which is the noon sound. What happened to it is that it was substituted with a meme because of the ba letter that came after it. So when I pronounce this, I'm gonna say sha, he, dum, bayni. Again, shahidum, dum, bayni. So I'm going to pronounce it a meme, and then I pronounce a ba. So the meme is easier to be pronounced when there is a ba after it, instead of pronouncing a noon and then a ba. So we say shahidum bayni wa baynakum. Here the same thing. I have a Noon Sukun coming after it a ba. The Noon Sukun is going to be substituted with a meme. وَمَن بَلَغَ. Again, وَمَن بَلَغَ. The meme and the ba, they share the same makhraj, the same articulation place. So it's easier to say when we have this connection, a Noon Sukun and a Ba, so it's easier to pronounce the Noon as a Meme instead of pronouncing it a Noon. Wamam. So I have a Meme Fatha and then I go to the Meme Sukun. Wamam Ba. Wamam Balagh. Okay, let's have a look here. We have a Noon Sukun coming after it, a Meme. Noon Sukun after it, a Meme, is Idgham with a Gunna, and it's a complete Idgham. This is why we have a Shadda above the Meme here. So we say Mim Masad. When I stop on this word, this Dal is going to be a Sukun, and I'm not going to connect with the Tanween. The Tanween is going to be dropped. But if I connect, I have a Tanween with a Kasratin. I have a Kasra and the second Kasra turned to a Meme. Why do we have a Meme here? Because the letter that comes after it is the Basmala, saying Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim in the next surah. So we are going to say Masadim Bismi. I'm going to pronounce the first Kasra, and the Noon Sukun sound in the Tanween will connect with the Ba, so it's going to be substituted with a Meme. Masadim Bismi. Okay? So this is regarding the substitute, Qalb. I'm gonna substitute the Noon Sukun with a Meme sound, with a Meme letter actually, if a Ba letter came after the Noon Sukun or the Tanween. So this is the third rule in the Noon Sukun. Let us have a look at the fourth and the last rule, which is Ikhfa, hiding. I'm gonna hide the Noon Sukun into one of the letters of Ikhfa. What are the letters of Ikhfa? Here it's written all remaining letters. All remaining letters. Remaining from what? We have 6 letters of Izhar, the throat letters. We have 6 letters of Idgham, Yarmalun. We have the letter Ba, and all the remaining letters, if they came after the Noon Sukun, I'm going to hide the Noon Sukun. I'm not going to merge it. The difference between merging is that the Noon Sukun totally disappears, but hiding the Noon Sukun is different. We have here examples, so let us see the examples. Here we have, where is the Noon Sukun we are talking about? It's here. I have a Noon Sukun with no sign on it, so this is the letter that I'm looking for. What is the letter coming after the Noon Sukun? It's the Sin. Notice that the Ikhfa happens in one word. It can happen in one word or in 2 words. But the Idgham, merging, only happens when it's 2 words coming after each other, and the Izhar Mutlaq, this is the ultimate Izhar when the Noon Sukun have a Ya or a Waw letter coming after it in one word. Okay? So the Ikhfa can happen in 1 word and in 2 words. How am I going to pronounce this as a whole? I have here Hamza Kasra, Noon Shadda, and then I have a Lam Sukun. And as we know, we are going to cancel the pronunciation of Hamzatul Wasli, this one in the middle. I only pronounce it when I start my reading with it. So, and then we have a Hamza Kasra. Innal I, and then a Noon Sukun with a Sin after it. Insana. Again. Insana. What did I do? Did you hear a proper Noon? No. What did you hear from the Noon? We heard the Ghunna. I'll give you an example. If I want to hide behind a tree, for example, can I hide behind the tree without reaching to the tree? Of course not. Have to reach to the tree and hide behind it, right? So if I'm going to tell you that we need to hide the Noon Sukun behind the scene, so what do? We go to the makhraj, we go to the articulation of the letter Sin, where it is pronounced from. Let's see, where is this letter pronounced from? Let's pronounce a Sin Sukun. Let us say S. Say after me. S. This is where the Sin is pronounced from. S. So when I want to hide the Noon Sukun into the Sin, the Noon Sukun is going to leave its Ghunna behind in the whole of the Ikhfa letters. There will be a Ghunna sound. So I'm going to say, I'm reaching to the makhraj of the Sin, and I reached there. I pronounce the Ghunna and then pronounce the Sin. Insana. Innal insana. So there's a Ghunna pronounced and the Sin pronounced. Listen to the difference. The correct pronunciation is, I'm just taking this part, okay? Just the word insana. Insana. And listen to this. Insana. You see the difference? I went to the makhraj of the qaf, somewhere else. So the Ghunna is not the Ghunna of the Ikhfa of the letter Sin, of the Noon into the letter Sin. This is why I have to go to the makhraj of the Sin. I have to be ready to pronounce the Sin and then pronounce the Noon, the Ghunna of the Noon. Last time, Innal insana. Let's see here. I have a lam kasra, hamza dhamma, and then we have the Noon Sukun, which we need to hide behind the letter Dhal. Let us pronounce the letter Dhal. The tip of the tongue touches the edge of the upper two teeth. There will be a Ghunna because this is one of the hiding letters, Huruful Ikhfa. Let's pronounce it. Li'unzirakum. I'll take just this part. Unzirakum. So I am ready to pronounce the letter Dhal. I pronounce the Ghunna and proceed with the letter Dhal and the rest of the word. Li'unzirakum. Let's move here. We have a tanween and after it the letter Jim. Is the letter Jim one of the Izhar letters? Hamza, Ha, Aynun, Ha, Ghaynun, Kha. 6 letters of the throat? No. Is the Jim one of the Yarmalun letters, the merging letters? No. And it's not a Ba, so this is one of the Ikhfa, the hiding letters. The letters where the Noon Sukun hides into them. So how do we pronounce it? Same technique. I pronounce the Mim Fatha and I go to the Jim Makhraj. And I say, Qawman Jabbarin. I'll take just this part. Manja. Qawman Jabbarin. There's a Ghunna. Always there's a Ghunna when you are hiding the Noon Sukun. Let's have a look here. I have a mim dhamma and then a noon sukun, coming after it a letter fa. It's not one of the Izhar letters, not one of yarmalun, the Idgham letters, and it's not a ba, so the fa is one of the letters of Ikhfa. A Noon Sukun coming after it, a fa. I'm gonna hide the Noon Sukun sound into the fa. Where is the makhraj of the fa? Where do I pronounce the fa from? Let us pronounce the fa. F, F, F. The upper two teeth are sliding behind the lower inner lip. Okay? The upper two teeth slides against the lower lip from the inside part, from the wet part. So this is the letter fa. Let us pronounce this word according to the rule of Ikhfa. There will be a ghunnah of the noon, and then I'm going to pronounce the fa. We're going to say mun fa. I'm ready to pronounce the fa. The upper two teeth are against the lower lip. I pronounce the ghunnah and immediately the fa. Why immediately? Because I'm there on the door of the letter fa. Munfakina. What about here? I have a tanween after it, a letter ta. Make sure that you understand that if we have two letters, one letter above the other, like here, it's a ta and a ha. The one that is above comes first, and then the one below comes second. So here we have a tanween with a ta letter. It is one of the letters of Ikhfa. يومئذ تحدث. Let's take just this part. Then to. I am ready to pronounce the ta. I pronounce the ghunnah, and then I pronounce the ta. يومئذ تحدث. What about here? All the examples that we talked about now, all these examples, the letter of Ikhfa is a lowered letter. Harf mustafil. It's not an elevated letter. But here we have a sad, and the sad is one of the letters of elevation. Please refer to the lesson of elevated letters so that you can, revise it first and then come and continue this lesson. So the sad is one of the letters of elevation. I say sa. I have a Noon Sukun here, which I need to hide into the letter sad, meaning that the ghunnah of the noon is going to be pronounced elevated. Here we said munfa. It's not elevated, the ghunnah, but here we are going to pronounce it differently. Why? Because the ghunnah of the noon is going to be pronounced from the makhraj of the letter sad, which is an elevated letter. So we are going to say an salatihim. Again, an sa. I'm ready to pronounce the sad, which is already elevated. I'm pronouncing the ghunnah elevated according to the letter of Ikhfa. So I'm not going to say an sa. No, I'm going to say an salatihim. Okay? Insha'Allah, we are going to take more exercises regarding those rules of the Noon Sukun, insha'Allah, in the next coming lesson, so that we revise all the rules and we get used to it before we finish our course, insha'Allah. I thank you so much for your attendance and your attention. I hope that you find these recordings of benefit to you. If you find them beneficial, kindly subscribe to the channel so that you receive all the new recordings as soon as they are posted. share the video so that you spread the knowledge, and press like if you really like the video, and send me any comments if you have anything to share with me. Thank you so much again, and I'll see you in the next recording. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.